All right, everyone, a court in Turkey deciding to keep an American pastor in jail until his trial starts in October. 50-year-old Andrew Brunson, originally from North Carolina, was arrested in the aftermath of the coup attempt against Turkey's government back in 2016. President Trump calls it a total disgrace, tweeting the Turkish president should do something to free this wonderful Christian husband and father. He has done nothing wrong, and his family needs him. President Trump was successful in securing the release of hostages in North Korea. Can he bring this man home as well? Joining me right now, former Assistant Secretary of Defense Larry Korb. Larry, good to see you. What's your sense of what can be done, what should be done here in this particular case with this man?
Well, I think the president's right to complain about it. He also, at the NATO summit, lavished praise on President Erdogan of Turkey. But the real issue here is not Pastor Brunson. Basically, what the Turks want, Erdogan wants, is a Muslim cleric by the name of Gulen, who's living in the Poconos right now, that he's been trying to get extradited because he claims he was also involved in the 2016 coup. And our courts have said there's no case. You hope that, given the other issues we have with Turkey, for example, they're buying Russian air defense systems, they're trying to buy the F-35, that, you know, we can work these out. But this man is completely innocent. They're claiming that because members of the PKK went to his church, he was involved with, you know, fomenting rebellion. No, and he's a wonderful man. You know, at his hearing, he basically, you know, forgave those people who they, you know, got to do those trumped-up charges.
Yeah. You know, you mentioned praise for Erdogan. We saw, of course, a bit of praise there, shall we say, or perhaps it was just misspeaking with Vladimir Putin. Why do you think this president is approaching international relations in such a different way? I mean, you know, really being hard on our friends and being pleasant to some of our enemies. I mean, he's basically taken the playbook and just, you know, flung it upside down. Is there a method to the madness?
Well, it's rather ironic. He's been tougher on our Democratic allies, like, you know, the British Prime Minister Theresa May, Chancellor Angela Merkel. These people have been democratically elected, and he basically says nice things about these authoritarians, whether it's in Hungary, whether in Erdogan, and, of course, against the advice of his own staff, he called to congratulate Putin on what was basically a rigged election.
Is there, again, like, you know, we got to assume he's a pretty smart guy, right? He was able to build quite a business empire on his own. So can we think about this maybe in different ways? I mean, help me think about it, Larry, because I was pretty upset with Helsinki. But I'd like to think that there's a method to the madness, and this is a big game of chess. Is there a way that he may be approaching this that is so different but might be successful, or does this upset you?
Well, basically, he feels, this is President Trump, that if you establish a good relationship with your enemies or potential enemies, you can prevent things from getting out of hand. And there's a certain,
keep your enemies close kind of thing.
Yeah, reasonableness. When I had the privilege of working for President Reagan, you know, he was, even though he said, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, he was willing to negotiate with him to get rid of what we call intermediate nuclear forces. And going back to President Nixon, they have negotiated with them. But that doesn't mean you have to praise them. You can say we have common interests, we need to talk about them, but you shouldn't go out of your way to praise them or basically allow them to make statements about the United States which are not true, like, you know, whether they interfered in the election. Yeah. All of the people agree with it. Even people Trump appointed agree with the fact that they did.
You are right, sir. All right, Larry Korb, thank you so much. Good to have you here.